Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a little bit of watercoloring using Spellbinders Clear Stamp and Die of the Month Club Kit. I was really excited when I saw this one because it includes a gorgeous floral bouquet. It's called Hydrangea Bouquet, but I was also very happy to see the gorgeous hydrangea flower. They are my favorite. So here is the stamp set. It also comes with some gorgeous sentiments and a little corner sprig piece. These are the dies. You can buy the club with or without the dies. And this large die cuts out the large bouquet. And then you have a die that cuts out one of the sentiments and then the corner piece. So I'm going to be pulling out my little tin box of watercolor paints. The hydrangea blossoms are so small that I thought it would be easier to just paint them in this time. But of course, use whatever medium you like. I'm also going to be using some nice watercolor paper. This is from Stonehenge, and it's called Warm White. And I will cut this panel down just a little bit. Then I'm going to pop it in my Misty and stamp out my images. I'm only going to show one stamping, but I did stamp it up at least 4 times. Just because this is a little bit textured, not a lot. And of course, this is a new stamp, so I'm conditioning it by stamping it out. I used VersaFine Onyx Black ink, which is a great ink to use if you want to emboss your images, which I'm doing here with some clear embossing powder. If you emboss your images, it also makes for some very quick cards too. It provides you with raised lines around all of the segments of your image. And that way you don't have to wait for portions of your image to dry before continuing on. It just kind of contains all of the color. So let's start with the hydrangea first. I'm putting down some clean water, and I'm being kind of careful around the edges. I don't want any of the watercolor to go over the sides for this one. However, that can be a really pretty look as well, but I just want to kind of keep everything contained for this card. My hydrangea is going to be purple mostly, with some pink touches to it. I have a beautiful hydrangea out in my garden that's pink, but I just think the colors and the look of hydrangeas are just magical. So I'm just mostly dotting and dropping the paint in, and letting the water kind of do the work for me. I'll go back in with more layers of this once it dries, and it dries pretty fast. But in the meantime, I can work on other leaves or flowers in this bouquet. So here's the pink, and I'm just going to drop that in on one side of it. And then I'm going in with a darker purple. Actually, it's just more pigmented, less water. And then I'm going to allow that to dry while I continue on with the green leaves. I have a lot of different greens, and I'm just trying to do all of them a slightly different color of green. I do go over the lines a little bit on some of these, but you can just dab it up with a tissue. I'm going to turn on some music for you to listen to while I finish up my painting. And I'll catch you up at the end. Okay, now that the painting is done, I allowed it to dry, and I'm going to tape the dies in place and cut these out. I'll add one more piece of tape at the bottom of this large image, and then I will take it off camera and cut it out with my Platinum 6 machine. Let me move these out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to take this off camera, and here they are all cut out. My sentiment didn't cut out perfectly because I didn't place the die completely centered, so I'm going to restamp that. It's not bad, but I just want it to be better. This is a piece of beeswax cardstock that I cut out with a hem stitch rectangle die. I'm attaching it to another piece of the warm white watercolor paper, just so it matches with my watercolor piece, and I pop that up with some foam strips. And I'll center this kind of up at the top of the card. And then the sentiment I'm going to attach down at the bottom with some liquid glue. So this will just go down flat. It seems like it's been a while since I've used my watercolors, so I had a lot of fun with that, and I love how it turned out. The little corner piece I colored off camera, or painted, I should say, off camera. And I'm going to put that on the inside of the card. I don't want to waste this cute little die cut. I already attached it to a top-folding white card base. For a finishing touch, I added some pearls. And here is a close-up look at the finished card. The embossed lines add a little bit of shine as well. And here's a look at the inside. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of quick video today. Again, I'm using Spellbinders Clear Stamp and Die of the Month Club called Hydrangea Bouquet. All of the links will be listed below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful week. Bye.